In the UK, there's a bowl for every surface for the Henselite product. But overseas, I use the Tiger 2 and I use the Dreamline XG purely because I love the grip and the arc that the bowl takes, and that's what makes me one of the best players in the world.
The Traralgon Bowls Club. Amazing food for you and your family. Function rooms for celebrating with your friends. Corporate spaces for meetings and conferences. With special benefits for members. Visit us today at the Traralgon Bowls Club. More than just a bowls club.
The Morwell Bowling Club is your place for fun and food. Come and try bowls and make new friends. Have coffee or bring the family for lunch or dinner. The Morwell Bowling Club. Visit us today on Hazelwood Road.
Evening everybody, welcome back to the Traralgon Bowls Club. It is the penultimate event, the men's singles final. This should be a cracker. Craig Mills representing Yarraville-Footscray with a big semi-final win up against Kobe Barton, who's down here from Paradise Point. This is the opening end in the race to 21. I've got two very special guests alongside me, Tyson Cromie and Marley Malcolm. Good evening to you both. Tyson, start with you. Well done, mate. Men's pairs winners for 2025. That's not bad.
Thanks, Sammy. Appreciate it. It was a pretty big morning for us this morning. Played against Marley's dad in the first game, Nigel. Lucky enough to get the chocolates there, and then thought we played really well in the final. Sort of set some heads up pretty good for Pidge, and he did what he needed to do when he needed to do it.
I think you set it up very well for him indeed. Pidgey probably just got the better of the skips battle, but at the same time had probably the nicer heads to play too. As we said, this is the opening end, and both boys with one bowl left. Both have been in sensational form, both on fire in their semi-finals. Have just come off the green no more than half an hour ago. Craig Mills holding at least one on the opening end. Nice shot on for Kobe Barton underneath on the forehand.
It's a pretty good attempt there.
What's he done? Twice run too far or not?
I think he might still be just down, but
one white. I think we're going Johnny Roberts on marking duties for this final. One white is actually the white Bowl for Your Life stickers on Craig Mills' bowl, which is a little bit confusing. Anyway, we'll get on to that to a sec. Marley Malcolm, hello, how you doing?
Hello. Good, how are you?
How did you find the inaugural under-18 girls singles event? Runner-up, just falling short in the tie-break against Addie. It was a fair game, though. We were keeping an eye on things.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, just all day. So,
Watch his last bowl from Craig Mills on his forehand. Got a chance to turn his own on the way up.
yeah, he's probably done enough there.
Hurry
Good
under.
shot, Millsy.
Makes a certainty of it. Cope concedes a couple, and Craig Mills is away in this final. Just having a look at the boys' run to get here. Kobe's in the round of 16 has knocked off Matty O'Brien 21-14, then a 21-11 win over Thor Shannon's fair going. And then Tyson will touch on it in a sec. Knocking off Pidge 21-19. Craig Mills, round of 16 win over Todd Trewarn 21-14. His good mate Nathan Black 21 shots to 12. And then a solid win in the semi-final against Ben Hubbard 21-14. Tice Pidge versus Kobe in the last game. Could have gone just about either way. Pidgey with a chance to win it late on.
Yeah, definitely. It was a fantastic game. Kobe sort of got out of the blocks early, started off pretty good, and sort of led Pidge for 95% of that match. And then Pidge got it back to, I think it was 19-all. Had a chance to win the game.
Chance to make a 3 or 4 on what was the second last end in the end.
Yeah, so it must have been 19-18 down, sorry.
Yes.
And had a chance to land the bowl for 3 to win the game. Played it a little bit tight. Won the end, got to 19-all.
And then held game on the last end. That was 2 he was holding before Kobe's last bowl.
And then Kobe come down, drew the shot with his last. It was a bomb to win that match. And Millsy was on the rink next door. He played against Benny Hubbard, as you said, who'd been in some pretty good form himself. And then Millsy just sort of got away.
He was always in front, and just had a little bit too much in the end. So he's in the final, and just like the women's singles final we've seen before us, boys playing off for $7,500 in prize money, as well as the prestigious title here, the 2025 Henselite Victorian Open. Seeing Craig Mills in plenty of games throughout the week in singles action. We saw him on the first day of sectional play up against Chris Carswell, where he needed a 4 to win on the final end to get over the line 21 shots to 20. Without that, he's probably not here.
Yeah, definitely. He had a fantastic game against Chris, as you said, and was fortunate enough for him that he ended up picking up that 4. And who knows, it could be the most important 4 he's ever got in his life.
Goes a couple down here, wants to get all the jack if he's getting any of it. This is underneath. And Marley, we saw the old man earlier on in action. We didn't see him on the stream in the men's pairs final against Tyson. I haven't seen him since. Is he okay at the moment?
Yeah, he's all right. Just watching out the back, not as nervous as he was when he was watching our game.
He's just giving us a cheeky little wave over the back as Nige.
He's cheering because he's realised he's not having to drive home. That's the news I'm getting through. Is this true?
Hopefully.
All right, there was a chance to add in the third.
Be
I'll
disappointed
take
with
it.
that.
Take it. He doesn't like it. So Kobe, a couple down after dropping 2 on the opening end. The start, all important. Back himself to draw the shot here.
Yeah, the way he played last game. Too much room for him.
Saw him in the, the quarterfinal against Thor. Just relentless draw bowling.
Looks just under.
Yeah, under for both, isn't it? It's a good start for Mills. After 2.
Sort of early body language is like both players are pretty confident that their form's good enough to win, but both Mills just looks really in the zone at the moment. And did in the last game as well. Just looks that touch steadier in terms of his mindset and where he's at, how he wants to start the game. Kobe looks a little bit more relaxed, which isn't a bad thing.
Mills out looking for a second. They've already taken out 1. Look for a second, and they'll call for the umpire. Still 1 more game going on, and that's the boys under 18 singles final. Bailey Randall taking on Max Heaton Harris. It's 4-all in the first set after 5. The format there, 2 sets of 7 ends. If it is a set apiece, the boys will play a 1-end tiebreaker. I'm a big fan of the 1-end tiebreak, mate, or not really?
Oh,
I'll
that's
change
alright.
it next year.
Not bad. Gets it over and done quickly.
In the last game, Glennie was giving us score updates, all the wrong score updates. He had that did you end up winning the first set?
No, second.
Yeah, so he was telling us the other way around. We thought you had it all wrapped up, 2 sets to zip. Addie goes on to win, who's also in some sort of form. Runner-up in the women's triples yesterday evening. Backed it up with a win here this afternoon.
Yeah, and she wasn't even meant to play. Filled in.
In the singles or the pairs?
Singles.
Shouldn't allow fill-ins.
It's been a fantastic initiative by Bowls Vic to introduce under 18 singles. Had the pairs last year, I believe. The introduction of the singles has been pretty well received.
Entry numbers were good for both, mate.
And also the integrated pairs, which was played yesterday. Bowls Vic have done
You went all right in that.
fantastic job bringing both of those events into this event.
So confirmed as just a 1. As you can see, Johnny Roberts on marking duties for this. So 3-0 to Craig Mills. Played just the 2 ends. That's all, of course, irrelevant in a first to 21 game.
Who's your prediction, Marley? Who are you backing in to win this one?
We'll go Kobe Barton.
Going Kobe Bart. Very good.
Why?
Why not? Big comeback.
Just going out on a limb.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a dolphin on the shirt. I better go for Kobe then.
What about in the boys' game over on the far rink between Bailey and Max?
Fair battle.
Ooh, that'll be a good game, I reckon.
Bailey's been in some form, hey?
Yeah, didn't he win yesterday? The under 18 pairs.
He sure did, alongside Sam Nemeth.
Yeah. We'll go with Max Heaton Harris, I
You're
reckon.
going the upset.
Yeah.
Bailey's in some form, knocked us out of the triples by about 45 shots when we played last 5 ends, and it's been all uphill from there. Kirby a little unlucky. He's actually managed to turn the shot bowl around the other side. Still sits jack high.
Yeah, Bailey probably beat you by that much in the triples because I've heard a rumour that he's your twin.
Get off it.
Nah, no.
Even the YouTube comments are after me.
You could be their triplet. You got red hair too.
Oh, it's a bit harsh.
Craig Miller's good speed just underneath. For the line, Kobe would love a big conversion early just to get himself up and going. Showed plenty of an emotion at the end of the semi-final, didn't he? He was up and about.
Yeah, he was pumped. And why wouldn't you be when you booked yourself a place in the big open final? But no, you did right. He did show a bit of emotion at the end when he played a bomb to win the game. And he's going to have to probably play a few more of them.
As you said earlier, Tice, Craig Mills locked in here, early stages. Draws in for 2. Haven't really seen Kobe Barton having to use weight a whole lot in this tournament. I've seen more draw bowls from him. Changing hands.
He hasn't really played big weight from what I've seen. Like the couple of times that he has played weight, it's just been that nice sort of controlled weight, which has been effective for him so far.
Struggling to find both early on. We had Kelly on commentary earlier. Sort of scratching around to find the weight and then losing the line along with that as well.
Yeah, it's a nice green here at Traralgon, but each rink is a little bit different as you work your way across the green. Generally, sort of the club side of the green is a little bit tighter, and the grass green side, our commentary side, is generally a little bit wider.
Tell you what.
As we see Millsy play another one, he doesn't want to open that head up.
All right, Miles, about time you called one. What are you playing here for Kobe Barton? 3-0 down the scoreboard, 3-0 down at the head.
I reckon I would play big weight through the head.
Try and reduce the count. He does have the 2
Yeah.
best back if he gets the jack and all the way through.
Jack or bowls. Anything's good.
Yeah, that's right. Connection there. Looking to trail the jack back, get a couple of the bowls out. Just playing that arriving weight again.
Oh, it's just wide out of the hand, Tice.
I'd be disappointed with that, but on the flip side, Craig Mills is off to a flyer here.
Hello. Doing his best Andrew Todorovic impression after the last game. It's come out of the blocks. It's 6-0. Who's the young lady commentating with Sam? It's none other than Marley Malcolm. Are you aware that, BV don't do a lot of reels, but that reel that Mel put up at the Under-18 Championships
Yes.
has hundreds of thousands of views?
Really?
Yeah, we need more of that. We need more of that. The men's singles, we started out at 413 entries. These boys. And the final 2. As we mentioned, Craig Mills could have easily been out in sectional play. Here he is, 6-0 up in the final.
Busy week for you, Sam. You'd be glad to pack your bags and go home tonight.
Long week, Tyson, long week at the VO. We've probably had the fortune of being able to play a couple of events just to break it up a little bit. But back into it Thursday is the start of State Champions Week up at Bendigo East. We'll see you up there in a few events.
Yeah, I'll be there for a couple of events, and I think our other co-host here, Marley.
What are you in?
Champ for champs.
All the good players in the champs, eh?
Who have you got first game, Marley?
I have got Carla Krasanik.
Who's that? Easy beat for you, I think.
Geez, don't know who did the draws.
No.
Good fun game, I reckon.
My bad. Oh, well, good one to win. Who have you got, Tice? Champs?
That's a good question.
Well, I was on the VO, and it's a fair field, I know that for sure. Peter Oram from Karingal, who we actually saw in action earlier in the week in the triples. In the early knockout stages from Karingal, representing Mornington Peninsula.
Kirby's just looked like he might be starting to find his range here. Just snuck past his first one and drawn in for two.
Millsy has been good on the draw early. This is lining up with a bit of weight.
He's close for both bowls or the jack.
Both bowls. Oh, it's unfortunate in the end. The angles look pretty good for both, or even that through the jack.
Yeah, good hit. Reduced one.
Tyson Cromie and Peter Oram play the winner of Brody Harker. And
I got a bye first round.
Brody Harker and Sam Rogers. Anyone ever heard of that Sam bloke? Is he going any good, Marley? Do you know?
Don't think so.
whoa, hang on. Neil's going again. Close again, Tice.
Yeah, he's got the bowl.
Got it.
Wants a clean.
That's a good hit. 2 goes, 2 hits. That's a pretty good tracking there for Millsy.
Kirby last bowl. It's to score in this final. Give you a whole lot of weight.
Speaking of good hits,
All down to speed now. Past the front will be enough.
it's a good draw shot there from Kobe Barton. Gets himself on the board in this final.
See a length change here. Anyone want to have a tip?
I would say it'll be longer than shorter. He generally played about 36, 38 metres against pitch. Just sort of that, just shy of T to T length. And it looks like he's done something pretty similar here.
You just don't trust me. Have a look at the sheet.
You're on mute.
It's got Troy Stafford jumping in the commentary box here.
Was I not on mute there, was I?
Nah.
Running amok.
My bad.
He's only ran the tournament for 10 days and done a very good job, but gets near the end and he's trying to take over everything.
Now that's my like it.
Just try and look after him and keep him on track.
I'm always on track.
I'm not worried about you.
Always on track.
As we see, Kobe has opted to play that longer than a length. He's just snuck past with his first, and Millsy's put one pretty much on the front of the jack there, just probably 6 or 8 inches in front. Kobe's not a mile away in response, just needs that last little bit.
Fifth end we've played here, and on every one of those 5 ends, Craig Mills' bowl has been effective. Not giving Kobe much of a look at it early on.
He'll be a little bit disappointed with that one. It gives Kobe good guide, however. He's switching hands. It's a pretty good attempt.
Let's run the trip.
Really get back enough. Yes.
The green and white paddles are going to confuse that. I was going to say something else out of me in this final. Chances again. He's playing good areas here, Craig Mills early. Let's get down to the bowl. That held off a fair way, didn't it?
Yeah, just on the wrong side there for Craig. He played pretty good. Kobe will be looking to add another here, just put a little bit of pressure back on Millsy. Millsy's got his fan club up on the deck there.
Big fan club.
Although Kobe had a few of the locals barracking for him in the last game against Pidge. So he's
far away here either. Here we go. Starting to find it now. Actually falls back and just give Mills a look down the thing.
yeah, I think Millsy will be arriving the inside edge of that. The one just on the right of screen. He's probably going to land the other one if he swings back and gets a jack, or he's not going to be any worse than what he currently is. He's going a bit quicker. Looks to be just a
Chance for both bowls.
Got the two.
Gets it square. Kobe Barton picks up back-to-back ones. And trails 6-2 against Craig Mills in the men's singles final. Victorian Open for 2025. Marley Malcolm. Nodge over there trying to wrap things up. He says it's time to go. I'm not driving, but there's celebrations to be had. So, Mars, we'll see you at State Champions Week in the Champion Champions. All the best. We'll see you up there.
Bye.
And that leaves me and Tice. We'll find ourselves a third commentator again. There's... See Nathan Black upstairs? Yeah, you. Yeah, it's time. Watch the views drop after the... No, never mind. Good game. Still another level to go, I feel like.
Yeah, I think we're just getting started here, Sammy. Obviously, Millsy got off to a good start, 6-zip. Kobe's wrestled a little bit of that momentum back with the last couple of ends. Started off pretty good on this quest for him to win 3 ends in a row. It's important. Momentum in singles, it's never over until someone scores 21. As we probably would have seen in a few games throughout the week, players come from behind victories. Kobe just dropping under the line with both his bowls there, but fantastic weight.
Some hope. Just needs to stop. Nope, still 2. Glad we've already touched on it 2 or 3 times. Who won the girls under 18? The title went the way of Addie Ryan in the tiebreaker. And for Molly Malcolm, who's just jumped on commentary, or jumped off commentary, I should say. Shot by Kobe, draws in, that's 3.
Looks to be just a fraction high.
Yeah, that's all it is, so a chance. I reckon it's close for the third. Johnny Roberts was pretty keen on 3. Looked more like 2 and a look, but he's standing right on top of the head. He's got a better view than where we are in just the 2 paddles. Don't know if it was 2 before where that would have changed Millsy's shot. Oh, hello. Nathan Black joins us in commentary for the first time at the VO for 2025. How are you, pal?
Yeah, not too bad.
Craig Mills has started on fire here. Kobe just getting going now, holding 2. Gonna draw in for a third. Already up to speed. Falls back, not in. Tice Craig Mills looking to still draw the shot.
Yeah, I think that's all he's really got. Nathan's probably more equipped to comment than me on that. He's played a lot with him in South Australia. But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll just see him correct from his last bowl, draw the shot.
all down to his pace here.
Don't know if he's sent it, has he?
His track was pretty good.
Okay, so after Craig Mills took the opening 3 ends, Kirby's picked up next 3 after that, 2 out, and have a look at the third.
Two it is.
Back to 6-4. Nathan, first Victorian Open for you?
I did play on the one in Shepparton, so I had the year off last year, but it's been good to be back
First Victorian
playing.
Open in Gippsland. That's right. How have you enjoyed the week?
It's been good to be back. Obviously, it's an awesome event. Bloody, the field's awesome, so like high-quality players, and I'm sure we're just in for another high-quality match here, high-quality finish.
We've seen some fair games on the live stream in the last week and a half. About sectional and knockout play, and including finals weekend.
Also, I think a big hats off to Kobe, sort of backed himself in. He just come up for the singles, obviously coming up from Brisbane in Queensland, and so he's obviously achieved what he wanted. He's got to the final and given himself a red-hot crack.
Don't know if I should tell anyone, but he's actually a late entry. He's in after entries closed and has called up the office looking for a spot, and I didn't know much about him. We've snuck him in, and he's gone all the way to the final.
There you go, and I think that was pretty similar to the under-18 girls winner. Just gone, I think Addie was a late in as well, so...
You know what, Ned? For whoever subs in to commentate, things we've talked about. One, that. Same for the people who comment at home. And that has done well. Back up after the runner-up effort in the triples last night. The correction by Kobe there draws the shot. Plenty joining us for this one across Facebook and YouTube. Good evening to Pauline Barton, who just mentioning that Kobe's originally a Victorian, up from around Kilmore weight. Those on the Gold Coast tuning in, supporting him in this final. Of course, home club out at Paradise Point. Said Kobe drawn the shot, still down, and Craig Mills makes sure of it too. That's about to change, you'd think.
A little bit stiff there. Good shot. Still one down, but 3 bowls in the head. He'd be pretty happy with that.
Almost fell back to the line. I'm not sure if that's in for 2 or not. Does it change what Kobe's playing if it's only 1?
Depends on if he's got second shot and if he's got 2 seconds. I think he'll be arriving to just sort of try and move the jack. Chance to miss the jack and land the bowl. But it all depends on one, if he's 1 down or 2 down, and if he's got 1 second or 2 seconds.
Correct score is on the screen, so it is 6 shots to 4 now after that 2 on the previous end. He's held off the last 3 ends in a row, but down here. Has some okay angles to work with, backhand runner.
He's asked for just a bowl. Oh, he got his other one out.
Was that the second shot that he took out on the way through, do you reckon, Blackie?
Not really sure. Body language says it's not the maximum result he was wanting, so...
Might have had a couple seconds.
Tight for shot. Well, it is 1 going by the marker.
Johnny Robertson indicating that Kobe Barton now holding 1.
All about his speed from here.
Good call, just pulling up. We'll have a look. An indication that Kobe locks it for 1 and just concedes. It is 1. 4 wins in a row, back to within 1. 6-5 lead to Craig Mills.
Yeah, good fight back here from Kobe. Obviously losing the first few ends, 6-0 down. He's fought back hard here.
Probably would have shocked us if it was like a blowout result one way or the other, I guess. All expecting a pretty close game. It's on the bowls calendar after this. Nathan, what's coming up?
We got our state champs week coming up in SA this week, so it's just more bowls and more bowls for me, really.
Involved in a few events there, or what's the go?
Yeah, pairs, triples and fours, so yeah, keen to get back there and have a crack.
Started here again, just starting to lock in on the draw now as Kobe, starting to find it a bit better. Score update in the under-18 boys singles final. Yeah, Tice, is that Bailey Randall with his name underlined indicating he's won the first set?
Oh, I'm assuming so. He's
Random underline.
6-1 up in the second. He's
in the set counter down the end of the scoreboard.
he's on track, if that's what that underline is. I know that first set was pretty tight.
Yeah, I can confirm he did win that first set, so...
He's well on his way to victory then, here's Bailey Randall, as we see Kobe and chuck in another good bowl there.
Big weight here from Craig.
Big chances here.
Kill the end.
Try that again.
Good shot.
Great hit, and
Said to Tice before the game, if there was anything less than 18 deadies, I'll be shocked. And here's one of them. It's taken a little while longer than I would have hoped.
I think you might be going a little bit adventurous with 18, but
18?
I think we might see a few, you're right. He hasn't got a more conventional driving style, but...
You teach him that? Who taught him that?
oh, that's all himself. It's all himself, but
No
he
one
does.
could teach
He
that.
does. He does back himself in his forehand runner.
Doesn't
So
miss too often.
Very effective, as we've seen throughout the week for Craig.
What do you reckon, Tice? Tangles looks pretty comfy over there. We're no chance of getting him on, are we? He looks very comfortable.
Probably not.
Firm no.
He's enjoyed his week, and I think he's only had the one stint in the commentary box, and I think he's probably happy
He's
to
done
keep it at
well,
one.
he's pretty happy. We've got a fair share of guest commentators lined up throughout this game to keep us company. Mills straight off the forehand runner to restart this end, and it's quite good weight control, I suppose.
Yeah, drive to draw. One of the hardest shots to play in the game, arguably, and he's done it pretty well there. As we see, good response here from Kobe as well. It's a good shot. Right up to the front of the jack there.
Any of you boys ever played at Paradise Point?
yeah, I think they've got, when I was last there, they got 2 grass greens and 1 undercover. So I think their undercover's pretty similar to this. So
Yeah.
Cope probably feels a little bit at home.
Brett on Facebook just commenting, asking sort of the pace of the surface. You boys have played more bowls out there than me this week. Pace? Roughly?
So 14, 15 seconds.
Yeah, I think you're around about right there, Tice.
It does change a little bit with the temperature.
Searching here, very close.
He's called for both. A bit stiff to get one and run.
That's pretty unfortunate, even not to get the inside half, maybe with a piece of the jack.
Does stop up with his last bowl though and gives himself plenty of options with his last.
Mills still looking to draw another one or cover?
Draw another one. Back himself to get the last with as much room as he's probably going to have. Put the pressure on, and
he's done that indeed.
Copes go searching again, try and get the jack or both bowls.
I think he's got to. We're looking for the jack. Jack's the best for him, but both bowls would be plan B. as we see in the under-18s.
Fair bit of driving going on. What's the
Yeah,
go? Oh,
they've-
rebounding Jack.
Rebounding Jack. I think they're measuring to see if it's still long enough.
Kobe's played slightly less here.
He's playing that searching weight.
Needs a Jack now.
Just underneath. Good attempt. Surprised he didn't play it a bit quicker. Back Craig to chuck another one in here, and
Yeah, these are the big 1%ers, as I like to say. When you got last bowl and just adding that extra one is pivotal on the scoreboard.
Especially given the stage of the game after Kobe's won the last 4 ends in a row to get back to 5-6. 3 here will just give Mills a bit more breathing room on the scoreboard. Running far enough.
yeah, looks like it. Maybe.
4 makes a certainty. At least 2.
2 it is. Didn't quite count there, but it's probably the difference in the game so far is that when Craig scored, he's scored well, and when Kobe's scored, he's been kept to 1s and 2s.
Have we preferred length, Blackie, in these sort of games, middle stages of games as singles to like as a go-to?
Oh, I think Millsy, from what I've seen, he's been playing this sort of mat in the mat about 3 metres up from the tee and sort of mat in the middle throughout most of his singles games, which it's obviously worked for him. And I was on the receiving end of that in the quarterfinal.
Yes,
so
you were.
Worst part about it for you is you've got a 9-hour car trip home with him.
yeah, so he can tell me all about it just
That's
again.
a long drive. Handy opener.
As we see Bailey Randall take out our under-18 singles over on that other rink. He's had a fantastic week as Bailey. He's played well, not just in the under-18 events. We've seen him feature relatively deep in a couple of the other events as well.
Didn't go too bad against you the other night.
He certainly played very well
Fair
against
game.
me. Come off the green and he goes, that's the best game of bowls I've played. So, no, I was certainly a high-quality game, and hats off to him. He's had an awesome week.
Yeah, it hasn't been presented yet, but it will after the final. Selena Goddard, winning the 3 events, will take home the Barb Gilbert medal for 2025.
Speaking of Barb, I think she's floating around somewhere.
She's in the building.
She's fantastic to see.
Yes.
Couple little hiccups for Barb over the recent times, but good to see her upright and floating around the bowls green. It's certainly a better place with Barb in it, so
Well said.
good to see Barb.
I don't think Mills can play too aggressive here with only 1 in the head, can he?
No, I think we'll just see him just arriving.
Out of the hand, sort of indicated like he wanted it to turn.
He's got a little bit of pace on it. Doesn't want to turn his own too far.
He's
probably
worked
like-
out okay, still being 1 down. Looked like he was getting to that spot where he was going to half it and run away.
Kobe's a chance there to touch a jack of foot. Make a multiple himself, potentially.
Does create a change of hands for him on the forehand.
It's a tight line out of the hand.
Just going to slip under. It's pretty good pace.
Fair speed for it, wasn't it? He gets the 1 and it's turning into an arm wrestle just slightly. 8-6 the lead to Craig Mills. Joshua, cameraman, how are we going? Pretty keen to crack 2,000 viewers on this one. How are we looking? 1,400. Combined 1,800. Are we going combined 2,000 or just YouTube? Just YouTube 2000. All right. Like and subscribe. Just having a look at a few of the stats. Got Kenny Paulson, the great stats man, on board for this one. Kobe Barton just getting on top slightly in the effective draw. It's up around 77%, which is extremely high. Ends one. Kobe leads at 5-4. Just picking up 4 ones and a 2. Good starter here. Played 10 ends. Neither able to score a real multiple. Craig Mills picking up a 3 on end number 3, and then after that, just 1s and 2s.
Just a couple of feet away there with sort of all 3 bowls to start this end. It's been a pretty good match so far, but as Sammy mentioned a little bit earlier, I think there's levels to go yet. Boys just sort of feeling each other out at the moment.
Been thereabouts, just waiting for a few more sort of shots made, like conversions over the 3rd and 4th bowls.
Potentially a little bit of nervous energy early days, just sort of settling in. As this game progresses, I'm sure the standard will go to another level. It's already at a fantastic level, but I think there's more to come.
Yeah.
This will be the shot.
It's a good change of hands.
Covers it away as well.
What does Millsy look to do now? It's not going to look great from the mat.
Probably got to turn through his own or find the gap, a chance to get back. Sit the shot bowl. Looks to be marginally wide.
Probably doesn't want the outside of this. Oh, inside might work.
It's a little bit fortunate that he's got back to a decent spot there, but
Same bowl for Kobe, looking to draw another one in.
he's got to be a little bit careful that he doesn't sort of sit jack high and give Millsy a chance to get the shot bowl out. But yeah, he's got to add another one in here. Pretty good attempt, but
probably enough to count.
You reckon Millsy chance to go both the bowls?
We'll go on by John's indication. It's 3, so be interesting to see whether he backs himself to make the correction on the 4-round here, or whether he makes the change to probably just be under Kobe's last bowl.
Looks like he's going to switch over to that back end, as you mentioned, Nathan. Just creeping inside the last one will be the plan. Looks to be just a touch quick, but might land the 3rd shot.
So I don't know if that turns that any further in or whether it turns it out. It was 3 before that. At the very least, this singles final will be all square. Boys going to have a look for a measure. That gives us a chance to thank Tyson Cromie on his good efforts, and congratulations on the pair's victory, pal. Safe travels home.
Thank you, Sammy. Thanks for having me on board, and well done to you and the BV crew once again.
I'm sure we'll catch up in State Champions Week next week, starting on Thursday up at Bendigo East. That's the wrong headset. That was one. My bad. Three paddles being prepared, and that means for the first time in the men's singles final, Kobe Barton has hit the lead. Nathan, Mr. Mills, plenty of experience in these sort of situations where it's not all going his way, as it has been for the majority of his run during the singles.
Yeah, indeed. Obviously, they've both had a good run to get here, and Cove's fought back really hard here. Obviously, being down like he was, you can sort of just get yourself down, but he's really picked himself back up, and he's starting to find a bit of rhythm.
6 of the last 7 ends 1 after trailing 6-zip. Has hit the lead. This is close to the longest length we've seen in the game so far. In the high 80s for first draw bowl effectiveness, and
again there he's
will only increase that. So last 10 Mills, he's opening first 2 bowls, not far away, but just finishing short of the jack. So around 20% short bowls for the game. Like to see that turn around just slightly.
And a great shot there.
Do we want Pidgey joining us? We've got a long list of guest commentators lined up.
Yeah,
if the game goes a little longer than we think, we might get Pidgey at the very end.
Oh, I'm sure he'd love that.
Cope's a little unlucky, still one down, changes the shape of it.
Was he just slipping past the head here?
Pretty fair here. Wants to go with it.
By Cobe.
Well played, falls back, but still, well, I was going to say still enough for one. Johnny just having a close look.
And he has made one there.
One green, indicating the green bowl for your live sticker. And Kobe Barton's, what is he using? Purple XGs, white and purple.
Yeah, Millsy will be a little bit disappointed with that one. Obviously would have been looking to change something there to give himself a big opportunity with his last.
Leave himself sort of one and a few. Kobe looking to sort of draw thereabouts again, but anything past is all good as well. Unless I'm wrong, you can tell me if he's wrong. He might just go and sit the shot bowl underneath.
He might do. Kobe just having a little giggle there. I think someone's phone was ringing in the background.
Wasn't yours, was it?
Nah, it wasn't me. Not that time.
In the air again. Only bad luck can beat him now. Wowee.
Wowee. That's a great shot. Changed up real well.
A better one. What's Craig looking at here? Angles on the forehand, maybe.
Yeah,
obviously. The touches, so needs it getting sort of right out of the head, doesn't he?
Yeah, his nickname goes for what it is. He loves the fine angles, the puzzle.
So here he comes up with only one down, has the only bowl that's past the head.
Kobe's both bowls touches there as well, so.
Gave it away, just trying to draw as close as he can on the backhand by the looks of it. Trying hard. Clear run would be interesting. Oh, I'm going to get stiff.
will be 2 to Cobe. Breaks the lead out to 3.
First to reach double figures. Does it with a 2. And it's a pretty crazy run of momentum. Didn't expect anything like it. It's 7 of the last 8 ends won. After trailing 6-0, Kobe Barton out to a game-high 3-shot lead in the men's singles final at the Henslight Victorian Open for 2025. Plenty tuning in across Facebook. Ron Malcolm thanking us for the excellent coverage of the Vic Open. Glad to bring it to you, Mrs. Malcolm. 10 days of streaming here throughout sectional and knockout play. We've had our fair share of good games. We've had extra ends.
Yeah, there's been some
Jack
cracking...
Trails for match-winning games. It's been off the charts, to be fair. The standard's been unreal, like you said earlier.
Been some cracking games on the live stream, and looks like we could be in for another one.
Millsy in an area here. Just missing the jack, coming to a really good spot.
Cobe just getting caught a little wide there on that forehand.
It's on the high side again, and is it fraction quicker? What's he using? Nathan, is he using dynamics, Millsy?
Yeah, he's aerodynamics. He uses them pretty much everywhere he goes. So
fair here as well. Going good on the drawn
that's it.
out, starting to group them well. That's dangerous for Millsy.
Great switch there by Cobe. And we will see speed here from Millsy on the forehand.
Jack is the premium result. He's given it some hope. Oh, tell you what.
He's
almost got back to the other one and got all 3. Just clips it. Reduces the count from 3 to 1. Have a look at this on the way through Millsy's bowl.
Not far around.
Oh, that's not far off.
Great shot there by Millsy. I'm sure Kobe will be looking to replicate his last.
What was that word?
Replicate. That's a big word for me, Sam, but...
Yeah, still needs to draw a shot.
And he switched back to the forehand.
It's on the trip. Giving Millsy a look, so...
Pulling up short.
1 down. I'm saying only just the 1 second. This is where you know him better than me, because if it was anyone else, I'll just say back yourself to draw the shot here.
Yeah, he can come up with some kamikaze shots, but I think we'll just see him draw the shot here.
Okay. Hope he goes it now after you've said that. That looks like a draw setup, doesn't it? Needs to draw this just to stay in touch on the scoreboard more than anything all of a sudden.
All about his turn from there.
Oh, it stands up. Last bowl did enough. An important N1 for Craig Mills. It's 11-9 in the men's singles final. Nathan Black, thank you very much for joining us on commentary. That sees me out as well.
No worries, cheers for having me. It's been a good event and can't wait to be back next year.
Awesome, mate. Troy Stafford and Selena Goddard to join you for the rest of this one.
All right, what a cracking final it's been, and I'm very pleased to have with me Victorian Open ambassador and winner of not one, not two, but 3 of the 4 events she played in, Selena Goddard.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's been a big week for you.
It's been a massive week.
How are we feeling?
Oh, look, the legs are feeling every single game right now. Yeah, I think my brain's probably still in go mode, to be honest. It's just felt like such a journey. I feel like there's probably another game to come. Maybe that's because these men are out here right now playing their singles finals, watching this go by. But yeah, it's been a great week.
Yes. Do you know how many games you've played as we see Kobe Barton draw a good shot there?
I've got no idea. So for anybody that knows me, I am very loose in terms of looking ahead, looking at what needs to be done. I'm very much a figure out the night before where I need to be, and if I know the rink, what rink I'm going to be on, and just turn up and, try your best.
And just get bowls close.
Yeah, that's
Stick to what you're good at.
Yeah. I did have a little laugh, actually, in our, what event was first? When we were playing
Mixed
the
pairs?
Mixed Pairs. So I didn't know Jo. So Jo was the lovely lady that I played in the singles semi-final.
So Jo Martin?
Yes.
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 Yep.
And she... good effort there.
Oh,
Well
great
done.
shot. Craig Mills.
We're playing mixed pairs post section, and she goes to me, Selena, we meet tomorrow. And I'm like, cool. What discipline are we playing? And she goes, women's pairs. I'm like, cool. What bowling club are we at? It's when you play in these events, right? You just get such an array of disciplines and greens that you can play at. Yeah, for me, I just take it one day at a time.
If I was her, when you asked her what club we're playing at, I would have sent you to the wrong place.
Yeah.
Didn't have to play you.
She had that opportunity, didn't she?
She did.
Yeah, she's such a nice woman. My goodness, she great bowler as well.
The standard of all the games you've been in, been outstanding. Games you haven't been in, whether you've seen them or not, I'm not sure how much you've seen other than what you've been in, but the standard's been unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
as we look at this bowl.
Yeah, it's just quality. I really commend the surface here at Traralgon. I think like a lot of carpets, based in this hemisphere, each rink typically does have its little, I call it flavour, privilege that we do get a couple trial ends to sort of figure out what hand, you might want to play, especially in singles. But all in all, the quality that we're seeing is represented by the carpet itself.
As we see, just that in-between weight, which a lot of people struggle with, but Kobe's played that absolutely fantastically well. If that bowl stays in, it's 3. I think that might have gone out. But it's going to be a couple from 2 down. Looks like it's 2 up. Sorry to interrupt you, but there was a bit of action there.
Yeah, no, fair shot there. He's also playing that sort of tighter hand of the rink as well, a bit kinder to play those sort of shots.
Yeah, good conversion, that one. He's started 6-0 down, but he's now reeled off 8 of the last 10 ends to take a 13-9 lead. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. And first to 21 feels really short as well, after I guess 25 is the more common here in Australia.
And New South Wales is still 31, isn't it? Is that
25 is what I've played
in club?
Yeah,
I think the state singles might be 31. It certainly used to be 31.
Yeah.
What's New Zealand?
21. Yeah. 21, but our greens are running 18, so the games do feel a little bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah. As we see Kobe, so I'm not sure how much has been spoken about him, but he is an ex-Victorian a long time ago from the Kyneton area, and now playing Premier Division up on the Gold Coast at Paradise Point. Very, very good singles player. it's not unusual to find him in quarterfinals and things of Australian Open singles and that sort of thing.
You
So
see his name a fair bit, don't you?
yeah, and I'm sure plenty of the viewers will have seen plenty of Craig Mills.
Yes. Now, you don't get to this position without being a fairly tidy bowler. There's been a lot of, strong entries in the event, so...
Yeah, strong entries and big numbers too. So the men was the round of 256.
Yeah, it's
which
impressive.
is huge.
Yeah, it's what you want, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's also what you want, doing things like that. That's very impressive.
It's quite fascinating sort of looking at, their shot selection sort of coming off from, they're on rink 6, so same rink as what our women's final came off from. So
yeah, what can you tell us about?
I mean, the hand that Craig's playing right now.
Oh, look at such a good effort. Cuts it to 1.
That is the wider hand. It's also a wee bit heavier.
Okay.
And the other hand, just asking the position of the head here, figure out what the position of Craig's bowl is, probably to see if he wants to stick on that hand and draw another in, or... and the hand that Kobe's playing right now is tighter but fine line. Like if you're outside of the line, you're going to hold, which we are just...
Oh, no, he's played it well. If he tucks that around the corner,
well done.
That's a great shot.
But a wee bit of a quicker hand too.
Right, yeah.
I found that the wide hand, so the hand closer to
the commentary.
The commentary. Yep. If you didn't hit your line, you were just going to drift under. And even if you had good weight, I mean, it just leaves a bit too much room for someone to sit you on that tighter hand.
Yep.
The conversions almost are too easy because the green's playing so nice.
Yeah.
Whereas I made a change over to that tight hand because I just found that I was able to get on top of the jack and not expose it so much on that side. But in saying that, I kind of had to sacrifice the fact that I had to have an on-point line. Yeah.
So Craig Mills going big here. He's trying to, even if he can just open something up, it'll give him a chance with his next. Oh, he's off target. There's not much on there, is there? If you look at that head, Kobe's made it so difficult for Craig. And that's what I think he was not necessarily thinking he was going to get that shot bowl.
Yeah.
But if he got his bowl, the short one, or Kobe's off the line,
that's it.
He gave himself a chance.
So to open yourself up. So it'll be really interesting to see what he decides to do with his last bowl because, I mean, as you say, his objective would have probably just been to even get Kobe's short bowl off that line to open it. As for Kobe, he'll just be wanting to nail that line again. Don't fatten that target. He's done a good job at keeping this real tidy so far.
He may be staying away if he's on his forehand, or he's backing himself just to miss that Craig Mills bowl. It's just going to come underneath it. Has he got enough weight on it? Yes, he does.
Yep, beautiful bowls.
Oh, still no target.
No.
What do you do here if you're Craig?
I mean, I would just try and cut it down to 1.
Yep.
I think if you can keep them to 1s, you're going to be very hard to beat. And Kobe's played a great end here. Kudos to him. But I can also appreciate that there might be a bit of oomph behind it as well. You know, you just want to clear it out. So
looks like he's looking now maybe forehand. Draw the shot. If he gets his own 2 rolls, he'll get second shot out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're about to find out. He is on the forehand. Looking to turn his own bowl up. Looks to be just drifting past. It's a fair effort.
Right intent.
Well, it's a couple of big ends, a 2 and a 2 and a 3. So not only did he convert that last end 2 down to 2 up, he's consolidated, picking up a 3 and takes a 7-shot lead.
That is a massive swing in the score, if you think about it as well. First to 21 can feel like a short game, but also the longest game as well. But yeah, we've just seen right here a total swing in that scorecard.
Yeah, absolutely. A bit of love for you on the commentary in the chat. Brendan Elliott saying well done on your 3 titles, and Janice Parp saying amazing game, Selena. So it's great to be able to interact with the viewers and get there. Will you go back and watch any of your games?
I don't. I don't know. Not usually.
No.
I'm not like a big bowls watcher of myself. I think because I'll just replay, damn it, I wish I took more grass, or, you know, oh, should I play more weight? But I mean, it's been nothing but good memories this week. So if I was going to rewatch a game of bowls to try and learn something that I might have forgot, then definitely we'll pick on this week. It's having that access to live streaming and being able to rewatch games is actually brilliant in terms of evaluating your own game and trying to improve.
Yeah, Craig Mills, great opening bowl. Of course, you can never underestimate the importance of that first bowl in singles. Such a critical bowl to set you up for the rest of the end. Oh, that's 2, but he sat it next to it. So Millsy has got, is it Optimus that he's using, Selena? Do you know?
I'm not too sure, sorry.
Kobe's definitely got XGs. Dreamline XGs, they're their latest colour that's come out. We do have it here. Here we go. Craig Mills has got Dynamics. Holding a couple. He was sort of ready, and then something's gone into his mind about just wanting to assess angles of things and. Is it going to needed to just get an edge on that bowl, and he would have countered.
He's done well there to finish in a good home.
Yeah, the jack looks, if it's going to go, it's going that side of the rink, isn't it? So Kobe up against it here. I wonder if he's going to go big. Fairly big. Seems to like this weight. This is a similar weight to what he converted last end. He's got one. He's got, he had them both, but one of them stayed. As we see on the replay, the first one contacts the shot bowl, and then it just spins on its own axis. But, you know,
it's got to be happy with how that came out, right? Like,
yeah,
it's pretty on target.
If you're 2 down and you cut it to 1,
yep, got to be happy.
That's handy.
See if Craig backs himself here to draw another. His line definitely would be inside Kobe's bowl. Is he going to prove me wrong on the outside?
He's under it, is he? Or is he in? He's under it. Has he got enough run? Good effort. I think Kobe's conceded the 2. It's an important 2 for Craig. So Millsy bridging the gap back to 5. Afternoon to you, Glenn. And Terry just saying, Selena, must commend you on your VO performance. You did not falter and were so exemplary in the way you handle yourself, and a wonderful role model for our game.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
Yeah, I can certainly attest to that. Watching you play, your demeanour is excellent. You just go about your business and
Oh, thank you.
just play the game.
Yeah, that's it. Just,
Win or lose.
yeah, we're all just trying our best out there. And don't worry, there's probably a lot of dialogue going in my head that I don't show on the outside.
Yeah, that's right.
But at the end of the day, I just think if you can just find that happy space in your own head where you're just enjoying the fact that you're out there on the green and you're able to send it out on a line that you're hitting, you just got full belief in yourself, then it happens for you. Sometimes it doesn't as well because you can't control what the other people do.
Yes. Great opener from Millsy. Question about why it's 21 and not 25. Well, we play 4 rounds in a day. 4 rounds of 25 up in a day would be a pretty big day, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So I think it would just be too big. If we were only to play 3 rounds, we could get away with playing 25 up. But when we're playing, pairs and triples and mixed pairs as well, the event that goes for 10 days would end up having to go for 11 or 12, especially, in the men's. With the 200 round of 256, we just wouldn't have the time. So, it's the same for both, and it's 21 ends is still pretty tough to get to be that first person to score that 21st shot.
It is.
Especially when you get this far through, because the standard is just so outstanding. This is a big start this end for Millsy. That's very handy. He's sat the front one down and the back one down. There's no target for Kobe. He's got to lose a couple of feet of weight. Oh, he's close. He's got the jack.
Yes,
what a shot.
What a shot.
He's playing some big bowls.
Yeah. Sure is. Can see a little bit of that jack still, which you'd think that...
He's going to play aggressive.
I don't know. I mean, it could really go against him as well. That jack does go back more. I'd say he'd back himself to draw this. You can see enough of the jack. Confident draw. Nope. Big, different game.
Yeah, he does back himself on the drive. He's got a very lethal drive. He's
Fair enough.
sitting at 50% on his drives in this game. And he's got it. And Jack and Bowl, I believe, are both still in bounds. One's on the right-hand side of the rink, and the other's on the left-hand side of the rink. He didn't want to clip that Kobe Barton bowl. It just straightened him up. Okay, so
They indicate measure.
marker Johnny Roberts indicating a measure. That shows how far away that bowl is, because look how short that shot bowl of Kobe's is, or the closest one. So this is definitely going to be shot.
Yep.
As we see the jack marker just there, and Millsy's bowl, the jack marker for Millsy's bowl is right on the other boundary peg. Any further out, and he would have dropped 3 or 4. So it is only the one though. Pretty unlucky there, Millsy. So looking at their stats, Kobe's draw efficiency 77% to Millsy's 67, and draw jack efficiency. So that's within half a mat, so a mat width. Millsy at 43% and Kobe at 46%.
Pretty good percentages.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Both run efficiency of 100%.
Nice. Yep.
And looking at these stats, so Kobe with 8% short bowls and Millsy with 17. So twice as many short bowls.
It's quite a good breakdown, also saying key bowls, like key moments in the game. Can't underestimate when you're, say, 3 down, do a turnover to 3 up. 6-shot swing is massive in the game.
It's not what you do sometimes, it's when you do it.
Exactly.
And Danny just saying, a very poor effort from you, Selena, not winning all 4 events.
Oh.
Pretty slack. We'll blame mixed pairs partner.
Oh, no, we can't.
We'll blame Ben for that one.
Oh, we really can't. I was definitely not in the same form in the mixed pairs.
Just let him know, when I didn't play with you, Ben, I won everything.
No, he's done very well as well. He made the last 4 of the singles.
Yeah, it's a great effort. Lost to Craig Mills, is that right? Yep. And Kobe beat Pidge. Kobe with advantage, but Millsy now with 2 seconds. Kobe holding the back. And the other thing for Millsy, as we just wait for this runner, it's a bit off target. Millsy didn't get a bye, so in the round of 256, there was only 8 games that had to be played.
Yeah.
And Millsy's was one of them, so he didn't get the bye. So if he was to win this event, he'll have won 10 consecutive games.
Wow. Wow.
For Kobe to win, it'll be 9 consecutive games.
Yeah, either side. That's a marathon event, isn't it?
They've both won a game 21-20. Millsy won a 21-20 in his very opening match of the section against Chris Carswell.
Wow.
And Kobe winning 21-20 in the round of 64 against Jack Wardrop.
Wow.
I heard someone tell me, someone that knows a bit about bowls, I don't remember who it was, but they said generally in these big singles events like this, you're going to be matched down at some point.
Yes.
Were you matched down in
I
the
was
semi-final?
I was not matched down, but staring at it.
Right.
I was 3 down. Joe was on 17 and was holding 3, and she had last bowl. So she had the bowl in her hand to close the game, and I survived.
Big weight here. This is one of those telling bowls. If he misses this, it's going to be crucial. He's not missing this. Oh, he wanted it to stay in. If that's bounced out and is inbounds, he could be a few down. He's going to hope that it's dead. He obviously wanted it to stay in the ditch, but thankfully it didn't go and stay inbounds because he would have been a few down. And then Kobe had another tight one against Brett Marnie in the semi. 21-19. He's had a few battles, even through his section. He beat Jeff Kirk 21-17 and Lloyd Yacarino 21-18. That's through the section. He must have got timed out in a game. He won 19-18 against Steve Zygmunt. So he's done it tough, whereas no one's really got near Millsy apart from Chris Carswell. And I remember that was a streamed game. And Millsy was 20-17 down in that game and picked up a 4.
Wow. That's what you do hope when you're on 17, but how often that happens.
Yeah, if he loses that, he doesn't get out of the section.
Yeah, wow.
And now he's in the final.
Yeah. I do believe when you look at your journey during an event where you've won something, there are these, you'll always have that game, or probably for these guys, games, that you think you need to experience that pressure. I'm a big believer in, if you have felt that pressure on your journey to the final, when it comes to the final, you've already been there, you know, you already know that feeling. Yeah, you are. Like, there's nothing that you probably haven't experienced.
Which is probably what they talk about being, if you're being matched down and you get out of it, you get a lot out of it.
Yeah.
These opening 3 bowls here, they're all within that mat width, so they'll all be jack effective bowls. Looks to be 1 to Millsy. We'll wait for confirmation. Yeah, 1 to Millsy. Kobe with his own bowl to turn up here. Oh, he's got 2 of them he can use. He's going to get off that and onto the jack. He's got the shot. Might see some bit of extra weight from Millsy. And he's reaching. He's close to Selena. I think he's got the jack here. No, he's got the jack. He just didn't get as much as he wanted.
He's a chance to... Is he holding 1 or 2? Just the 1, okay.
So Millsy's got the shot. It's interesting, it's the white paddles, but that's Millsy's got the shot, but Kobe's got 2.5 metres, it looks like, of room. The way he's going, you'd expect he's going to draw this. Yeah, well played.
Now, do you reckon he will drive it off or draw it off?
I think if he's 1 down, if he's definitely 1 down, I think he'll go for it. Jack in the ditch is 2, bowl out would be 1. I think if he's 2 down, we might see
a draw.
Yeah, a draw or, you know, a couple of feet over.
Yeah.
The weight that if he missed, he had second shot, you know, 3 feet away even. So I feel like the weight he plays will give us the indication of, is it just the 1? Okay, he's lining up. So I think it is 1 down. Jack clean is the best. So just playing that runner weight so that I think if he does get the jack, he's hoping it doesn't bounce out. Oh, what a shot. That's played to perfection. Absolute perfection. He's hanging in this game, isn't he?
Sure is.
He's won 2 of the last 3 ends. Picked up 2 2s and dropped a 1. Kieran just asking for any tips for a novice entering singles. So we've got our novice state carnival coming up in May. Tips for a novice in singles.
What's a novice? Sorry.
So a novice, we class a novice. Our novice singles mean you've been playing for less than 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
a new bowler.
Oh, cool. Okay. I mean, I think that I would approach it the same as no matter if you've been playing for 3 years or 30 years, but it's just thinking about what it is that you want to achieve at that event and that tournament, and you can't say a win. Because that's obviously what everyone's trying to do.
Yep.
You know, it could be that you have been working really hard to hit your line. So if you play in that event and you've hit your line, that's a win for you, right?
Yep.
Or it could be, I just want to get to a certain number even. Trying to break down the game, just something that is more in your control. All of those little things will help you, and honestly, the wins will come about if
Sort
you focus
themselves out.
if
Yeah,
you focus
I love
on
it.
yourself and your process, what works for you,
Yep.
the wins just happen.
Yeah, that's great advice. As Kobe makes another great opening bowl. So it could even be working on, you know, getting as many opening bowls. For you, you'd say within a mat. For a novice, they might say within a metre.
Yep.
Within a metre.
Yep. And I think as well in singles, first bowl effectiveness is key. It really sets the tone on who's going to control that end.
I think, that, and if we look at that, we've got that statistic here. So Kobe Barton's first bowl effectiveness is 88%.
Wow.
That is massive. And Millsy's is 68, which is still 2 out of 3.
Yep. Still very high. Yeah. I guess that's reflective in the quality match that we're seeing right now.
Yeah. Also reflective in the score that Kobe does hold the ascendancy in first bowl and slight ascendancy on the scoreboard. And while there's a lull, Benny Fletcher asking how you combat being down in singles. You were 6 love down?
Yeah. I think for me, I just more so evaluated like how I was 6-0 down. Sometimes you just got to be a bit realistic. Like I actually can't really remember that particular game, but you know, it could just be that you've actually played good bowls and they've just played a really good one. It could be that you've just dropped your bowls short and you just need to correct on that. I think that you just approach it more as trying to figure out how you're in that situation, to what's that sort of one bowl that you could play better to minimise the damage. Again, I do try to think to myself, if you can keep them to ones, it gives you in with a chance to claw back. Patience is a virtue.
Big weight here from Millsy. Again, one of those 2-bowl plays, if you can open it up, which is done. We've also got the great Aaron Tees who's tuning in with some advice, which is great. First 2 bowls on that surface, very important. Hard to play the perfect reacher. He's suggesting it's mainly a draw or drive surface.
Yeah, I agree. For myself, especially indoor, I think you've got to believe that you can outdraw anything. And if you are playing a conversion, you're very intentional that you are playing a conversion. You can't think, just try be in the area. You'll lose a lot of bowls that way.
Kobe not wanting to fatten this target up. It's a 1-bowl target as it stands. Oh, he certainly hasn't done that. It's going to change Craig's shot. Is he 1 or 2?
Having a good look. So walk into the mat with confidence.
Johnny Roberts indicating 1. Gee, I hope that clock in the background's not wrong, because it says it's 5 to 11, Selena.
There were some
It's a late night.
There were some long days here, and I actually told myself, just whatever that time on the clock is, just believe it's that time, to not think that it was so late in the day.
It's the first time I've noticed it. Okay, he's going big again. He must be able to see the edge of this bowl. He backs himself. He's gone both. Oh. Kobe's got another bowl here. He can inflict a bit of pain here if he draws another, and now it doesn't matter if he makes a target because Craig's out of bowls. So he's got a free draw to get within 2 of the finish line. Looks good. Looks very, very good. Didn't make a target either. Great sportsmanship from Millsy. Giving that a bit of a clap. Goes within 2. 19-13. Just got to maintain focus and keep getting that first bowl close. Keep building the pressure. Trying to get back to the centre line and not sitting something jack high. Okay, he's left Millsy a bit of room on this occasion.
Holding on that line.
Yeah, good weight. Kobe changing over. Didn't want to run into his first one.
Playing that tighter line.
Yeah, that's the tight hand as you described it. And he's played it well. Wrestled back the shot. Yeah, he's tighter with this one.
Yeah, he's done well to find it. To his speed now, he's done well.
That is shot. It is just sticking out there.
Yeah, very sittable.
Yeah, it
Not
is.
comfortable. Yeah, he's got good pace to give him a chance. Be pretty happy with that, to be honest.
That's right. Especially when he needs 2. He can now sit the bowl for 2, trail the jack for 2.
Millsy, you'd think he would be looking to dot it.
So dot it meaning
Just
get right on it?
Right on it,
Yeah.
yeah. Back touch is probably what he wants.
Gives him 2.
Yep.
Now this is the question. Does Kobe try and draw the shot to hold 1? Or does he try and trail that jack? Because if he gets it right, he holds match.
Surely the trail.
Yeah, if he's a bit wide, then he sits one of Millsy's shot bowls.
See if he comes back from there. I think he's going to
get stuck.
Yeah.
He played the good weight to trail, didn't he?
Sure did.
Okay, so
yeah, huge if Craig draws another one here.
Yeah.
Bring it to
16 to get him to,
16,
So Kobe had the free hit last time and he took that opportunity. Now Millsy's got to do the same.
Watching it closely.
Yeah, that's in.
Yeah.
That's a big end. Keeps him well and truly within reach. Trailing by 3, but most importantly, 5 required to pot out. What it does do, though, is it gives Kobe last bowl.
True.
And they, you know, there's nearly always, with your last bowl, an opportunity to make 2.
Yep.
Nearly always.
If you get your first one past, you definitely give yourself a chance.
Yeah. Of course, if Millsy was to sink the jack and sit on it in the ditch, there's not, but
what can you do?
Nearly always there's an opportunity to make 2.
Oh, he's gutted with that one.
Knew the importance of that opening bowl to put the pressure on. He's left the door open for Kobe. Just edging slightly closer. Could be an end like last end where the first 5 bowls got closer than the previous one. Yeah, that's a much better bowl.
Both of them have been quick to the mat. They know what hands they want to play.
Yeah.
Aim of the game, just draw one close at the moment.
That's it. Has he got the jack?
Yeah.
Yes, he does. That's one of the 2.
Craig's getting a good view of the head. Trying without going up to the head.
He would have been allowed if he'd asked permission.
Some people don't like to throw off their momentum as well, I guess.
Yep. Just looking to change this head. Needs to hold.
He doesn't want to get onto that one.
No. Well, it does open up the forehand, I guess. What do we see here from Kobe? Try and sit the green, and if you miss, you pass it past.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong side of it.
Yeah. Fine lines, eh?
Yeah, I think we're going to see forehand now through that hole. Just a case of how much weight.
Craig probably knows how important of a bowl this is because his bowl is looking fairly lonely right now as well. He does need to change something, change a situation.
So, it's hard to believe. We've been here for 10 days and it's nearly all over. Mills is going to be pretty keen to keep this event going a bit longer. He doesn't want it to end yet, that's for sure.
It's a good view of what he sees right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. On the forehand, reaching. That's his own bowl there. Oh, he's going to get the wrong bit of it. Okay.
All right.
After 10 days, 9 games of singles for Kobe, 10th one for Millsy. This could be the final bowl of the tournament. He needs to either sit or at least beat that Craig Mills bowl. It is past the jack. We see him take a deep breath.
It was a deep breath, wasn't it? Good on him. That all helps.
It's on the way. Is it all over, or are we still coming back for more? I don't think he's happy with it. Okay, it is a 1. He knows it's a missed opportunity. Needs to not get frustrated with that, though.
That's right.
He needs to just take the 1 and know he's 1 step closer to winning the title.
That's it. Control the length. Get your first one close.
Yeah, and if he loses this end, it's the last time that he won't have last bowl.
Exactly.
So he'll have last bowl every time after. And Craig's still not in that knockout zone. He's still got a score to be able to get a chance the following end to win.
I know the feeling. I think I was 2016 down. 2016? Yeah, I think I was 2016 down.
Is that against Joe?
Yeah, it was. Yep. So both of them should have the same mindset. Just get that first one close. Be the first one there.
This one looks pretty good. Yeah.
Yep, well done.
That shows real class too. He was really frustrated
he
that he missed his opportunity.
Yeah.
But he didn't let it bother him.
Yeah,
he's disappointed that it's Jack High.
Yeah.
But it's a really good bowl.
Yeah. I think it's also a bit of respect for your opposition too, right?
Yeah.
Like he knows that Craig is always in the area.
And you don't get a lot of opportunities to beat him.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Oh, he's got the hole. Don't think he's up with this one. Okay, Millsy's staying on the backhand. He's he's made his mind up. No, he hasn't.
Giving himself options. He's coming on nearly good home there as well. He'll probably be a bit disappointed that it's not collected the jack on its way.
Is he out wide enough?
Is he to the bowl?
Oh, he needs to run. Oh, so close. Yet, so far. So we're going to see something similar from Kobe?
I think so. I think if anything, Kobe would probably not be wanting to cut the head with this one.
Just to run the risk. Obviously, he could tuck the jack, but if he gets the other side of the jack, he turns it down to Craig's bowl.
No, I think he could even topple that last bowl in if he is under, just the way that they hook into the head.
Yep.
But he's every chance as well to get the jack and hide it, make it a little bit harder.
And he's played good line on that hand. He's really nailed his line.
He's given it a good look.
He's got the right piece of the jack. What a shot. He's made the degree of difficulty now for Millsy's last bowl far higher.
Yeah.
Millsy does have the back bowl.
He's got the back one, and the number one shot is sticking out. So
he's going to reach.
You got to reach.
I feel. Just depends what sort of weight. I think he's going to lose his bowl, lose the bowl weight.
Yeah.
He's been effective on his runners. He's 83% on his runs. Okay. To stay in this match. Must score or kill the end. You could hear a pin drop in here.
No.
I think he's wide.
Doesn't like it.
He is wide, and that will be victory to Paradise Points, Kobe Barton, in the Victorian Open for 2025. Thank you very much, Selena, for your contributions in the final parts of that match, and congratulations on all your prizes that you have won this weekend.
Thank you. Right now, moment is Kobe's. Congratulations to him on a terrific event, and same as Craig as well.
Giving some hugs. He's got some good friends down here being ex-Victorian. Sue and Baz giving him big hugs. And so that's going to be a wrap for the 2025 Henselite Victorian Open. Thank you so much to Latrobe City Council, Destination Gippsland, our host venues, Morwell Bowls Club and Traralgon Bowls Club, and of course our Henselite, our naming partners. Thank you so much to our 16 other host clubs, including all their fantastic volunteers. Thank you to Josh for all your efforts on cameras and streaming.
Thank you, Troy, and thank you all of the viewers out there watching. I hope you enjoyed my camera work.
Fantastic. And a big thanks also to all our BV staff who've worked tireless hours to help bring this event to all the players and help bring it into your living rooms and bowling clubs all around Australia and all around the world. We've loved doing it. It's been an amazing event. The standard has been out of this world. And thank all our viewers for tuning in. And we will be back as close as Thursday with State Champs Week. If you've missed any of the games, check them out on Facebook or on YouTube. And that's all for us. Thank you very much.
In the UK, there's a bowl for every surface for the Henselite product. But overseas, I use the Tiger 2 and I use the Dreamline XG purely because I love the grip and the arc that the bowl takes, and that's what makes me one of the best players in the world.
The Traralgon Bowls Club. Amazing food for you and your family. Function rooms for celebrating with your friends. Corporate spaces for meetings and conferences. With special benefits for members, visit us today at the Traralgon Bowls Club. More than just a bowls club.
The Morwell Bowling Club is your place for fun and food. Come and try bowls and make new friends. Have coffee or bring the family for lunch or dinner. The Morwell Bowling Club. Visit us today on Hazelwood Road.